board right now. It doesn't look so neat. I do apologize. So, okay. Sorry about my voice. Sorry about this. I'm just putting on my jacket. So, I'm going to open my ice cream. So, I just got this right now. And look at this. Look at this. Now, when I feel this inside, I feel certain pieces, not really so broken, but like ice particles inside. I'm kind of worried how it's going to be. So, this is lemon and lime blast. I love this. I tasted this like months before, and it's so good. It's so good. So I want to talk about obviously the infamous heels versus babyface. A lot has happened ever since that video I made, the live stream I made. So I'm kind of worried. What if it's just all mangled? Oh, kinda is mangled. I'm gonna keep it in this. Honestly, I feel a bit annoyed because, sometimes when you go to the shop, sometimes the perfect ones would be chosen already. So look at that. It's all yellow. It looks like some kind of turmeric. So, mm, oh, you know what the outer layer tastes like? Sherbet. Now, a certain type of sherbet, obviously. I remember when I was small, there used to be this type of sherbet that used to come in these little plastic bottles. I don't know if they still have them, but oh wow, that is good. Really good stuff. So, about Az from Eels versus Babyface. He posted his response, and I don't think I watched the full thing because obviously I just knew it's just going to defend himself. It just makes sense, obviously. And a lot of people were supportive of him, but then you also have a huge crowd of people who just are so mad at him. Like, how dare he? How dare he do something like that? That breaks my heart because a lot of the people out there are just thinking that they're so much better than him. So I do remember getting one comment. Maybe I might have another. I don't know. But last time I checked, which was days ago, I saw a comment. It was a long comment. I kind of skimmed through it, but overall, I kind of forgot about what the comment said. But I did see the comment, so just pointing it out there. Well, I need to read it properly. Overall, I feel like this type of conversation needs to happen because just a couple years ago, we went from male and female to body type A, body type B, or body type 1, body type 2. We went just like, from the 2010s, just having regular male and female to body type A and body type B. They can't even say the word male or female anymore. That's how ridiculous it's gotten. And then just recently, they started adding pronoun options because apparently, changing the male and female words weren't enough. You got to do more. It isn't woke enough to call it type A and type B or whatever. You know, it is ridiculous to use those words. They're not synonyms. They're just pointless words, and we all know they are male and female, but calling them something different really changes everything. It changes a lot on ideology as well, because a lot of people will just kind of get used to it. Oh, it's just type A and type B. In real life, they're now calling females birthing people because, yes, who cares about the terms they already have? You gotta just call them something else. I had an Oreo McFlurry today. It came in this little strong cardboard cup, and I remember looking at it and I was like, "Dang!" Because I never had a McFlurry in ages, and it's just ice cream and Oreo. Okay, I'm not getting as much. Um, I'm not getting too much brain freezes. I'm getting teeth pain because sometimes my teeth are very sensitive to that type of stuff. So it's like, what do we do? What do we do? You know what I'm saying? Um, okay. But I like to bite my ice cream mostly because it melts. It takes so quick just to melt. So yeah, just in case, I'm gonna quickly finish this. But the sad part is, when it's finished, there's nothing left to eat. Okay, so once again, all of this pronoun stuff was added, and a lot of people will just say, well, it's just extra options. Extra options, how does that help you in any way at all? How does it help your character? Those are just not extra options, there are ideology or options. Because right now in this world, some people are fired for not using preferred pronouns. And here's the thing, there's a difference between pronouns. Yes, everyone has them, and preferred pronouns. You have people now saying, if you don't call me these certain pronouns, you're a bad person and you could get fired, you could go to jail. It is ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. And when you see a lot of the so-called anti-SJWs from 2016 17 defend this type of nonsense, it really is disappointing. These guys would have called it out immediately if this was 2016 17. They know how bad it's gotten. Well, they knew. I guess they don't really care anymore about this type of stuff. And the worst part is that they keep talking about Az. They keep talking about him as if he's some kind of evil villain. It's just a game, bro. Oh, speaking about it's just a game, bro. You know what? The Nexus Mods website, they now basically banned a mod to basically block the pronouns or something like that, or just get rid of the pronouns altogether. They basically banned a specific modification, and then you think, wait a minute. A lot of people were just saying this is going to happen. People were saying this when, as made his point. People were saying, wait till just wait till Nexus mod has a mod about this. It'll be banned immediately. And it was banned. In fact, I heard a few years ago there was a game, I think it was called Battletech. There was a blocking pronoun option or something like that, something of the sorts, and that was banned too. Last year, the infamous uh, American flag and gay flag mod, basically, the replacement for the gay flags mod, was basically banned from Nexus mods. I don't know why people are surprised that a lot of these woke folk are everywhere in the industry. Why are y'all surprised? They everywhere, for crying out loud. And I was on Twitter. I know, bad thing to do, but you know what? Sometimes you find some chill people there, and sometimes it's good to kind of stay on some discussions. And when someone tweeted about what was going on with Nexus mods banning this specific mod, you had someone in a reply stating that, why do you care so much about this mod? Are y'all so afraid of pronouns? Like, this is what they do now. This is what they do. They go from it's just a game, bro, to are you afraid of pronouns? Are you afraid of it? Are you really afraid of it? Oh, grow up. And then someone responded to that, and then that person replied back with, um, why why should other people's games, why should your game be different from other people's games? Basically, someone told this person that people should play how they want to play. And of course, this person responded with, everyone's playthrough must be the same. But I thought it was an RPG. I thought it was a game where you could do whatever you want, but apparently not. I guess everyone has to have the same NPC playthrough. Even if games have very linear stories, it's still going to be very different for everyone. Oh, great, it's leaking. It's leaking. I need to get something. Honestly, I'm so annoyed. It's leaking. Oh, this is what I get for talking too much instead of eating. So give me 5 minutes. Let me just finish this. Let me just finish this, okay? And then we'll be done. The cream is leaking. The cream. I hate this. I really hate the bottom because when you get to that point, everything just falls apart. Hmm. Oh my goodness. I just dropped so much. Bad idea. I should have just finished this. I should have never made a live stream. Almost done. Done. This brand in particular has a very strange stick because when I've eaten from the past from the same brand and other types of brands very similar, excuse me, I almost made a loud burp. As I was saying, they look very grainy. It looks very grainy, and it's not the ice cream, unless it is the ice cream. Excuse me, unless it is the ice cream. Maybe the sugar dissolved in the bottom. I don't know. Okay, so let me just wipe the floor as I talk. Honestly, I don't want ants. I have a lot of bugs entering the house. So I don't really want to see another bug right now. I'm tired of just seeing insects for a moment. Last night I saw a cockroach and I just ignored it. It was a baby. And not only that, it was in the corner of a cupboard. And to find something to just fit in and eat it is just so difficult. So I gave up. Overall, sometimes bugs do scare me. Anyways, enough about that. In other words, as I was saying, a lot of the old school anti SJWs basically are now pro SJW or just don't give a crap whatsoever. And since this one Nexus mod has been basically banned, well, I don't know how many more will be banned. I don't know how many were banned in the past. From what I can remember, from what I can count, just a few of them, but I'm sure there were more. It's gotten to a point where they say, why does it matter? And then you try and do something, then they get angry at you for doing something. As I was talking about this one person, the other day I saw this list of replies to this person, and he kept replying to some of them, trying to kind of shame them for modding something. Why does it matter if someone mods a game? I thought it didn't matter. I thought it's just a game. I thought it's just a game, but now it's not apparently. When it comes to pronouns, it's not just a game for both sides. You need to understand that this preferred pronoun nonsense wasn't even a thing in most games. I'm disappointed in a lot of hardcore gamers and how they just allowed this to take place because a lot of people could have called it out long ago, but they just accepted body type A, body type B. Now we have pronouns and whatnot. So, what do you get now? Obviously, no one called it out ages ago, and now things keep getting deeper and deeper. And calling it out is not going to change anything. People call out loot boxes and all types of in game. payments and well, not in-game payments, my bad. Microtransactions. That's the word. I'm sorry about this video. It's just so cringy and my voice is so cringy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This is not scripted. This is a live stream, obviously. But I hope I sound proper. You know what? Maybe I should start speaking a bit more clearly. I'm a bit annoyed by how I'm speaking right now. Sometimes if I stutter, it's a mistake, but then sometimes I'm speaking way too fast. I had an old channel long ago, and I remember, like leaving a comment in one of those grow your channel guides. You know those YouTubers that make how to grow your YouTube channel in this many days or in a year or whatever. So I left a comment saying I've been doing this for years, nothing's going on, and I got like two comments on that same specific comment replying to me and saying that the reason why you don't get a lot of subscribers maybe because no one can understand what you're saying. And from that time on, I changed my accent. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. From that time on, it was 2018. From that early 2018 till now, I've changed my accent. And I feel like I'm still speaking way too fast. So I do apologize. I do apologize if sometimes y'all can't understand me. It's my fault. It is. It really is. Because I should be able to speak more clearly now. Anyways, as I was saying, you now get shamed if you just want to mod a game. Disappointing as it is, it's always going to happen. What else can I say about this? I feel like Az was obviously correct, and a lot of people who don't know him just took him out of context and ran with it to a point where you just got to side with them, or else you're a big bad meanie who just hates everyone. Now, gaming is getting more and more woke, and it's been getting more and more woke ever since what the late 2010s. It's to a point where everything is disappointing. Everything is disappointing. You can't you can't call something out because then you are then you're just a bad person. You're not trying to enjoy the game. It's hilarious how it's okay to cancel certain people. Not even cancel, just talk about certain people. But immediately, if you just point out something in a video game, if you point out something in a video game that is political, you are called the worst of the worst. It disappoints me that this continues to happen, but I'm not surprised. A lot of these companies want to be woke, a lot of them are chasing ESG money. So, what do you expect? What do you really expect? Big companies don't care anymore about the fans. They care about this new era of gamers, which is just who are just people who will just if you just put a rainbow flag on, they will just subscribe to whatever it is. That's what they're chasing right now. I remember years ago, when I would complain about the pride flags everywhere, and I would just say it's pandering. People would get angry. People would get angry. Not just well, I don't think anyone got angry on me because I would just say it to myself or maybe on comment sections. But they would get angry at other people if they called it out back 2018 and 17. Now you have a bunch of videos, a bunch of people now calling it out. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, weren't you all the same ones who would cancel people if they just didn't care about the pride flag or just did not want the pride flag at all? I don't know anymore, honestly. It's getting to a point where it's like, wait a minute, I've called this out years ago. What's going on? You know? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes a lot of us have called certain stuff out in the past, and now we start seeing an influx of folk calling it out because it's kind of slowly getting safe to call out. Like back then, people were calling out the woke movies. And that was it. Just a handful of people, maybe two handfuls if you're being generous. But now you have thousands of people. I'm not saying what they're doing is wrong. I'm happy that they are calling out woke movies. The problem is that you also get woke folk also coming out and saying, well, this is a bit too far. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, y'all were fine with this before. Why y'all chasing trends now? You know? Okay, so I finished my ice cream. What else can we do? I can't eat my own ants. So I guess we might as well end this live stream. I'm sorry if it did not make any sense. And I'm sorry if I kept repeating on myself because obviously there's no script. I have to repeat myself a billion times. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that happened during the as pronoun saga. I'm trying to find something. I can't remember now, you know? So much has happened, and when you see a lot of the high profile folk talking about it, it's really embarrassing. It really is embarrassing. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Bye.